Good to have you back. All right, you guys ready for this? We're going to continue on with our tarot today. Make the most of our day. Sorry it took me so long to come back. I literally cooked, cleaned. They didn't like what I cooked, so I cooked some more, and then I got exhausted. And then I just laid down and watched a movie, and I passed out, and then I woke up. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm late, but that's what happened. All right. So is your situation one big pile of SHIT? Whatever your situation's about, it could be with your kids, it could be with your job, it could obviously be in your love relationship, okay? It could be with your family. I just want you to come in, tune in, welcome, figure out what pile of crap you're actually going to be reading about tonight. If your life is, all of it is crap, well, I'll try to chop it up into sections. Hi, Tamika. You just finished watching my last video. It was bomb. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Natural Mystic, hello, girl. And Raquel, I'm glad to see you. And Linglicious, you guys are awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that comment, Tamika. Again, you're so gracious with that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I feel like I'm the worst, but thank you for that. Mama Sabrina, Witchy Sabrina, how's it going, girl? Can you please put your link in the comments so I can follow you? I don't think I've been able to find you. I can't click on you and find it, so that's weird. Hey, Markers. All right, let's get in. If your situation is a big pile of you know what do the cards want to say? Before I even pull them, though, just start meditating on who this is about. It could be a group of people. It could be a lover. It could be just you, whatever. Just the most crappiest situation that you really want answers to. All right, the first card is Death. Well, the good news is you don't have to worry much longer. I feel like you've been drowning. Christy, thank you so much. My website, www.jks1111.com. I have a donation top left corner under services. Or you could do Cash App as well. Or Super Chat, whatever you feel called to do. Thank you so much. So the good news is your situation's not going to last. Thank God. You're going to be having a death of this pain in the ASS real soon. I'm serious. This stressful, difficult situation is about to seriously be dealt with seriously by the universe. Like do you feel like you've been drowning in crappy sorrows? This is for you. This is for you. We're not going to do it anymore. Spirit says enough. Enough. Thank you so much, Christy. I just really appreciate you. May you be blessed tenfold, whatever you donate to me. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, too, because you guys have just been suffocating. God, you guys have been crying. You guys have been stressed. This has been heavy on your heart. Oh, my God, you've just been in fear and in pain and in frustration and honestly like surrender. And it looks like at least a year, if not many years. Because with the Knight of Pentacles is a slow and painful death. I mean, just look at the signs. Slow and painful death. This is what your situation is coming. I'm not laughing at you, but this is what it is. The reason you've been having such a hard time is Saturn. So I want you to do a little bit of research on yourself. There's a lot of great astrologers out here ready to help you. They have free videos about placements of planets in different houses of your chart. Please, I follow Vedic sidereal. I hope you do. If not, just follow who you want. But I want you to see where Saturn is in your chart and where Saturn has been in the last year. Okay? Because that's going to tell you exactly in detail why your situation has been so shity. Oh, all this stress of free living is stressing you out. Oh my goodness. All right. So you're about to come to an end of this. Thank God. What's upcoming? Page, 5 of Swords. Oh, and then the Ace of Cups. One final fight. This is like the final push to giving birth. That's what this is all about. Yeah, literally, like one more push, mama. One more push. We're getting it out of here. We're going to give birth to the Ace of Cups. This is the last and final stressor that you're going to be dealing with. You can't find a place to donate. Please, I want to send 40. Thank you so much. Well, Markers, can you put the link for the donation for her? And if not, just go to Cash App. I think I have those links in the description below. But there, Markers just posted it. There's the link to donations right there. Thank you, Markers. I appreciate that. And thank you, Christy. So anyways, what are you finally pushing into? Well, one final fight, I'll be honest. Obviously, you're having some problems with an air sign. All right, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they're giving you a really difficult time. All you want to do is love them. You're like, I'm just here to give you a pentacle. I want to give you blessings. I want to give you love. I want to be in your life. I want to be good to you. This could be family. This could be love, whatever it is. You're just like, I want to give to you. Like, I'm just trying to be good to you. But this person is being childish and not receiving your love. Well, you're going to have a huge argument, probably, 5 of Swords. And you're just going to get it off your chest. Look at this, 5-5. And you might even see 5-5 on the clock when it happens. But you're just going to get it off your chest and say, listen, 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 listen. This is how I feel. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to let it all out. And then that's the end of it. That's the end of it. I don't want to discuss it further. I'm tired of the way things have been going between us. I'm tired of the stress. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. I'm tired of the conflict and the problems with us. I've been in nothing but sorrow for week after week, month after month, year after year at this, and I've had it up to here. You're going to let him have it. And then finally, you get this beautiful, okay, you do love me. Ah, goosebumps. This is like a mother-child love, unconditional love. It's like, oh, you do love me. You do. And you're like, yes, I love you. I just want to love you. I want our relationship to be good. I don't want any more problems, okay? I don't know why you're fighting me so hard on this. And then with the High Priestess, it's like, we're going to start letting the secrets out. Oh my God, I'm so glad we got this out of, how do you say, like, I'm so glad we got this off our chest. Now I'm able to just talk to you about what's been going on in my mind, what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking. It's like, God, why was it so difficult for you to open up? But it really was. And now you guys are both happy. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. There's a 9 of Swords where there's still some stress at night. I think someone's just having anxiety sleeping. I'll be honest. Your situation is really crappy because someone is not going to sleep at a good time. Sometimes it happens. I know I struggle going to bed sometimes. But this is someone that just can't get to bed. I'm talking, it could be 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and it's like, I'm having trouble. I can't sleep. I have too much on my mind. Maybe there's too many creative ideas. Maybe there's a lot of problems. I don't know. But either way, I can't sleep. And that's just a lot of the issue with this person is they're cranky and their schedule is all messed up. And I think once their schedule gets fixed, they're not going to be so cranky. Then we've got the Queen of Wands, which is, I love it. This is, oh my God, I'm going to wave my magic wand. Anything I touch is like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. Creative ideas are going to spark out of nowhere. Business ideas, just entrepreneurial ideas, investment ideas, writing a book, doing art, everything. It's like, phew, What happened? You just got zapped by lightning. All of a sudden, you're just inspired. Okay. This situation is going to be healed in a way where you guys are going to be really close, like friends, and very intimate, even if you are in an intimate relationship. But we're really going to open up our heart. We're really going to share how we really feel. And I'm not scared. Someone's going to get rid of their fear. Okay. They're choosing to go down the right path. Thank God. Whoever you've been dealing with that's been giving you a hell of a hard time, honey, cheers. Like, it took a lot of work to get this person to actually go down the right path. And by the grace of God and a miracle and a little abracadabra sprinkle, okay, of Tinkerbell's pixie dust, this has happened. It's a freaking miracle. This person is actually going to be walking down the right path. And it's going to be like, wow, for once after all this time. Ace of Swords, this is the new. Oh my God, this is the new. This is the fresh start. This is the getting things out in the open, clearing the air, speaking the truth, being honest with one another, just living in authenticity. Oh my God, can we get a thank you? Can we get a amen? Can we get a finally? Okay, it's about time. You know, praise God on this one, because it's just like, wow, I didn't even think this was going to happen. And it's happening. Get out of here. This is ridiculous. No, I'm not even going to get further into happy because we're already at ridiculous. But, you know, here we are. 4 of Wands, union. I mean, what else can you say? 11-11 energy. This is twin flame bonds, soulmate bonds, a reunion, happiness. This is about buying a home, beautifying a home, being happy at home. This is a happy home. This is a happy home life. This is partnership. This is marriage. This is two people coming together, meeting of the minds, meeting of the heart. It's better than the 2 of Cups. It's better because they're building something. They're doing something about it. It's not just, oh, I feel like I love you anymore. It's, I love you and we're building a life. That's what we're doing. Wow, that just kind of just span out of control into happiness. I don't even know what to say. I thought this was going to be a crappy situation. Christy, oh, thank you so much. Christy, I love you. Girl, you have a reading after this video. Of course, I'm going to pull cards for you. So you just hang in there just a little bit longer, and I want to pull some cards for you. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, so here I am. What the heck happened, everybody? This was supposed to be a crappy situation. Look at my thumbnail. That is one big pile of SHIT is my thumbnail, okay? My title is this, if you are in a big SHIT-Y situation. What is this? This is not that. Okay, we're going to have to rewind a little bit. Like what? I need to like, hold on. Okay. Well, I'm not going to lie. It was SHITY. It was. We have death to the 5 of Cups. So, in my defense, it was a really SHITY situation. But we're done with it, aren't we? We're getting out of this. 5-5 is going to be a very prominent number. Not that I want to harp on the bad, but let's just take a little look at, you know, kind of what this was all about. Because I want to know what Death is doing. He's a busy guy. Death, what are you doing? Death, what are you doing to the situation? Show me, show me, show me, show me. What are you ending? Show me the situation that is ending. Are you ready? 1 is friendship circles, communities, groups. There's something with other people that were involved that maybe were poking their nose where it didn't belong. And it's like, hey, you, get out of here. It's not your business. Not your business. So there's somebody on the outskirts that's been an influence that is getting out of the way. Oh, and then Death says, you know, here I am again. Anubis, Death, the coffin. Here we are with Death again. And it's just like, I'm here again. This is just a confirmation. Whenever you get doubles in any of your cards that you guys ever deal out, if you ever get doubles in 2 different decks, it's just like it's an absolute. Absolute. All right. So we have a death, we have the fox, we have the sun. Okay. For some of you guys, we have page. You could have 2 children or 1 that you've been having a really hard time with. And you're worried about them. You're worried that they're hiding something from you, that they've got bad friends, bad influences, that they're up to no good, or somebody's up to no good to your children. Death is going to take out that bad influence. And a lot of it is because somebody lit a candle to get that bad influence away. Bye. If you haven't done it yet, maybe you should. Okay? But for a lot of you guys, if you are having a problem with a child, I wouldn't worry, because this bad influence is getting out of the way. Okay? But there was somebody that was influencing them in the wrong direction. And if this is a child situation, you guys were arguing, 5 of Swords, a lot. And they even made you cry. So I feel like if you did have a child that, you know, an adult child or whatever, they made you cry. And they don't know that they made you cry. They don't know. But they did. They broke your heart. They made you cry. You worried. You prayed. You asked for help. And this is a reading saying, we're going to give you some help. We're going to remedy this negative situation. It's not going to end badly. Okay, Ace of Cups, Mother's Love, High Priestess, 9 of Cups, trust me, it's not going to end badly. The High Priestess wants you to know a secret. It's nothing to worry about, nothing to be scared of. They're not going to die. They're not going to get hurt if you were worried that that's what was going to happen. And in fact, you and your child's relationship is going to get improved. You're going to start to improve that connection. You guys are going to have better communication, and you guys are going to spend more time together and do more things together and become closer. Okay, now if this is not about a child, if this is about a lover, then there could very well be a third party that's getting out of the way. And the number 8 would be significant to their birthday or birth year. Okay? And that person is being removed. They were a sneaky fox. They were sly. They were a liar. They were a conniver. They were manipulative and invasive. They meant to cause trouble in your relationship, whoever this is. They could be a Scorpio. This person's getting moved out of the way. Okay? Spirit says, I know you've been dealing with this for a long time, but your prayers are going to be answered. I'm going to bless this, and I'm going to help energetically remove the negativity out of the situation. So I do see that being removed. If it's like a third party negative situation. And if it's with somebody directly, just one-on-one, like you and another person, that's not a child, you know, I feel like if it's a lover, you guys are finally having an end to the arguments. And I honestly believe they're going to come back with an apology. I do. They're going to come back with an apology. If this is a man, you may end up having a child with this person. If it is a man, it would be a Taurus or an earth sign. We're going to go with Cancer. I'm sorry, Capricorn or Virgo, but it's very well a Taurus. And I think you guys may very well have a child in the future. Or maybe you guys already shared children. But if you don't already share children, there could very well be one in the future. But I do think this person is going to quit making you wait, because I feel like there's somebody you've been arguing with or you've been back and forth with, and they've just been making you wait for so long. Finally, they're coming into the picture. And the sun is like happiness. So we're putting a death to the arguing, the worrying, the back and forth. I also feel there's somebody here that needs to admit they have feelings for you. That may be the only thing that happens here. For some people, it's the only thing that's going to happen is this person's going to admit they have feelings. And they're going to quit pretending and acting like they're just friends or they don't care. They're actually going to admit, I have feelings. For a lot of you, that's all that you're going to get. Okay? If it's not anything to do with an intimate relationship, if it's like with a friend or a family member or something. Oh, thank you, Christy. I appreciate you so much. Oh, you do deal with a Scorpio. Thank you so much. I'm going to go after Christy on that and say she may have a point because she's dealing with a Scorpio and she let that Scorpio go and she's done. If that's like you guys, if you're in the same boat as Christy, these cards may mean that you are having a death and an ending to a Scorpio that you've been dealing with for a long time, possibly a year or more. And you're going to just end it because it's been too much for you. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, way too much problems and emotional disparity and sorrow and conflict. You ending things is going to give you new life. So if you're like Christy, you're going to get this new beginning at being happy. You're going to love yourself. You're going to pull back from this individual and you're just going to be happy alone. Thank God. So if you guys are in Christy's boat, that's good news for you as well. But if you're dealing with somebody that is not in an intimate relationship with you, like say it's your mom or your best friend or a sibling or something like that, I feel like you guys are going to end a conflict. You guys have been battling for quite possibly 5 days. 5 months to 5 days. We're going to leave it there. 5-5, okay? You've been battling. There's been conflict, and that's coming to an end. There's going to be an apology. There's going to be a helping hand. There's going to be love and affection. There's going to be, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. This is the loyal knight. So this person's going to say, I'm loyal. You can trust me. You don't ever have to think that I'm out to get you or I'm out to hurt you. I always have your best interest at heart. And it's going to kind of end your fear that they're out to get you. I think that's what a lot of your fights had been about with this person was, you're trying to hurt me. You're trying to make me miserable. You're trying to hurt me. But that wasn't the case. This person said, I was only trying to help. I'm sorry it didn't always come off that way. But I didn't have an ill intention for you. Okay, so we're done with that. We are getting over a problem and we're just getting over a conflict. That's what this is all about. And the problem is your conflict was really big. I mean, you guys had real problems. You had life and death problems. You had marital issues, children issues, financial issues. I mean, this was one big pile of SHIT. And it was no walk in the park. It definitely was no walk in the park. And finally, we're getting an end to the conflict. Yeah, you guys are going to have the talk. Look at that. That worked out perfectly, didn't it? That card was perfect. Oh my God. No. This is even more perfect. Mending bridges. This is incredible. We couldn't have picked 2 better cards. Mm-mm. There is not two better cards ever that could have possibly came out to add to this reading. It's just those two. We're going to talk. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. I just, for the sake of the thumbnail, for the sake of my title, can I just see what a little bit more, what your beef was? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it worse. Like, I know we're over it by now, but isn't anybody else curious? What was all this beef? Why are you guys fighting? I mean, yeah, there's a fox. So that's sly. That's a liar. That's Slick Rick, trying to get over on me, trying to take advantage of me, trying to be sneaky, But he gets caught. There's a rooster alerting everyone, hey, there's a fox in the area. So he gets caught. He doesn't get away with it. He tried to. So there's something that somebody tried to get away with, but they're not. They're not going to they're not allowed to get away with it. But I just want to see a little bit more about this, pile of SHIT you were dealing with. Oh, it's a relationship. It doesn't have to be romance, but for most of you it is. But it could be a mother-daughter relationship. It could be, for sure. It could be, family, But it's here at the Lover's card. It's an affectionate relationship. It's two people that deeply care about each other. Okay, so that is pile of SHIT number 1. The other one was defensiveness, 7 of Wands. I have to be defensive because I'm being attacked. So you felt attacked, they felt attacked, maybe you both felt attacked. And that was a lot of the beef. There was also, why are you defending them, but you're not defending me? So there was some jealousy. And then we've got the 3 of Swords. You broke my heart. You broke it. You guys turned your back on each other. You were crying. You were angry. You weren't talking. You're just like, this is the worst. I can't believe you did this to me. You hurt me. You betrayed me. You were kind of just shocked about it. I feel like there was betrayal. Possibly even a third party got involved. It doesn't have to be a lover's triangle, but it most likely is. It could be a mom, a grandpa, and a daughter. It could be a daughter, a son, and a mom. It could be a best friend, you and another friend. So please take that Lover's card. There's many different ways that it can go. But yeah, for more than a lot of you, it was you and another person and a third party. And your beef and your drama, you guys were always fighting about this third party. And it's what created the drama. And it was just, it was terrible. And you felt at the end of the day, they betrayed you and you had to defend yourself, plain and simple. And they felt they had to defend themselves, okay? But where are we going to now? Show me the beef. One big pile of SH. Oh, well, we have the Sun twice. Okay. We have the Sun twice. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, can we say money's going to come in and make us happy? You do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Listen, I don't like to be materialistic, but I will say this. Money sure makes things better. If everyone just had a pile of money, they'd probably quit fighting. Think about it. You guys are bickering about God knows what, and then somebody throws $100,000 on the table. I don't think you guys are going to be bickering anymore. Throw a Ferrari on the table. Throw any new car. Throw a debt that's been paid off on the table. It's like, oh, I'm happy. Suddenly, my day is so much brighter. I don't have anything else to fight about. I want to go have a margarita and eat some tacos and have a good day. Like, that's it. I don't want to fight. Money sometimes makes people happy. It's like, here, take some money and be quiet. You guys were just under a lot of tension because of financial stress. If you had more money, I bet you wouldn't be fighting with this person. And I think you guys are getting to this place where it's like money's the issue. It's really not your relationship. It's money. Dang it, that money always comes in, doesn't it? One way or the other. So I guess it's true. A lot of people just fight over financial reasons. If those things weren't a stressor, maybe everything else would be more easily solved. But I do feel like now you guys are going to be blessed financially and something's going to change in your favor. Oh, big time. We've got the Hierophant, and look, he's offering cheese to the little mice, which is kind of like Five of Pentacles. But this is happy. This is bright. This is a gift. This is good things to come. This is fortune. Things are finally turning around financially. Business is booming. Yeah, I feel like things are growing and going in a good direction. I know you guys are a little bit of a wounded warrior, but don't be jaded, Queen of Swords. Don't be jaded. Don't get stuck in your thoughts of the past. Let's kill those mother lovers. Let's kill them. No more. Let the negative thoughts and worries go bye-bye. Okay. And I think that's why the Queen of Pentacles is here. She's like, can we focus on something more productive, like our business, like our financial future, our prosperity? Can we talk about that? I don't want to talk about needless bickerings. If you and I had money, we'd be off in the Bahamas somewhere. So let's focus on money. And I think that's actually kind of smart. I think Spirit's trying to get your guys' focus off of the problem and onto a solution, if that makes sense. All right. So this was the pile of SHIT. It was always money anyways, but it was also betrayal. But, you know, the stress of betrayal, it was like, in hindsight, not a big deal as much of a big deal as the money situation is. I feel like the money situation is a bigger deal, because you wouldn't even be worried if you had the money in the first place. There's something about that. It's like, if I had money to go get Botox or to go get fillers or to go get my hair done or to go get my nails done or to go have that membership at that gym that I really want, I wouldn't be in a bad mood. I would be looking hot and I wouldn't be worried. And I wouldn't even be, this wouldn't be phasing me at all. And I'd probably be getting a lot more attention from this person in the first place. But, and I'm not putting anyone down, but listen, what we think about, we bring about. What we feel becomes real. And when we feel ugly inside, when we feel stressed, unattractive, angry, volatile, in a negative vibe, what are we going to attract? Well, cheating comes along with that. We're going to attract someone who's negative. We're going to attract someone who's argumentative. We're going to attract someone who ignores us. We're going to attract someone who's out busy with somebody else. Why? Because we don't have time for ourselves. Why? Because we're giving ourselves to whoever else. We're just an afterthought. And that's the lesson. And that Spirit's like, yeah, we're going to talk about that lesson, because that's big. This is something that we need to remember. We can't keep going on like this. Self-love, self-care is important. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, because we are humans and we like to say it's not us, it's everything else. But I'm here to tell you, as a friend that loves you, you have power and control, my dear Queen of Wands. Male or female makes no difference. You have control over your experiences. You actually do. I believe that. It is a belief. It's a core belief that I have. And I believe that when you change your paradigm, okay, listen to Bob Proctor, when you change your paradigm and you start looking at things in a much different light about who you are, what's coming to you, and what is yours, you're going to see something totally different. I believe in that. I believe in it. And so I'm not putting blame on you to be mean. I'm just saying you have power. Use your power. Utilize it. You have a magic wand, and I want you to use it, because I wouldn't recommend you to go back with a cheater anyways. I'm not the one giving you this story. This is not have a nighttime cap with Steph and let's talk about relationships like sisters or brothers or brother and sister. Like, let's just chat like I'm your bud and I'm going to give you my honest advice as your friend. This is not tonight. This is not what I do. These cards come out as just facts for your life. You tuned in. You called in this reading. You're watching for a very divine reason. And these cards are for you, okay? And I know it may sound ridiculous to many of you, but according to the cards, And it has nothing to do with my opinions because they would be biased. I'm on your side, not theirs. But according to the cards, you and this person who you've been in conflict with, you guys are actually going to make up. According to the cards. All right? And according to the cards, this is really happy with the Sun card. I think things are going to shift dramatically. By April 9th, which is the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse is March 25th. That's not, it's a kind of a big deal, but it's not a huge deal. The solar eclipse on April 9th, that's a big deal. Okay? That is when something's going to shift. You're going to notice it on the 8th. So April 8th, you're going to notice a shift with you and this person that you've had conflict with. And it's going to be like night and day. You're going to see a dramatic shift the day after the eclipse. So the day before the eclipse, you're going to start seeing changes. The day after, boom, it's like it shifted. Something closed, a portal, an energy, a negativity. Something died with the death cards. Something just dramatically ended. Like the coldness of the shadow when the sun is covered, we suddenly drop like 4 degrees, like that. You're going to feel this drop in temperature and this shift in your relationship with whomever you've been having this conflict. And it's going to be like, literally, we go from a 3 of swords to the sun. What happened? I call that time jumping, dimension jumping. I call that obviously a paradigm shift. I call it an alter reality. I also call it a shift in consciousness. And you can do that. If you believe that your consciousness is in this timeline right now and this is your reality, great. But do you also know that you have other timelines? You're wealthy in some other timeline. You're rich. You're married. You could be single in another timeline if you're married. You could be younger in another timeline, obviously, and older in another timeline. Things that have happened to you in this timeline didn't happen to you in the other one. You have alter realities. It's kind of like Doctor Strange. I mean, it's a movie, but it kind of visualizes that for you. How there's other spin-offs. Or like the Spider-Verse. Did you guys ever watch that Spider-Verse movie? I have teenagers, so I've watched it. I don't know about you guys. But everyone's got different versions of themselves. Okay? And the only reason you're seeing your 3D reality like it is right now is because this is where your consciousness is. Your consciousness, like a magnet, spinning out in space right now is your consciousness in 5D. And it has been attracted like a magnet to this timeline. But you still have a star, like a bright light, a star consciousness out in the universe. It's still out there in 5D. Your soul's energy, your higher self is still out there, spinning and just seeing where it's going to take its consciousness to, like an electronic device going through the cords, like cable, shooting pictures and images to straight to where it goes, just sending information. I don't know how to explain it. I just see it in my mind, but I'm trying to verbalize it and it's difficult. But anyways, there you are in your 5D out there, and you're being zapped down here like through a cable at the speed of light to this consciousness. But as soon as you decide to break free of this prison, of this little cage of your consciousness, of this current reality, which is deception, betrayal, heartbreak, stress, and financial stress, family stress, everything. Once you break free of this construct, like a flash of light, all of a sudden your consciousness zaps to another cable, zaps to another line, and goes to another reality. It's like that's the paradigm shift. You literally imagine 2 lines for now, just 2 of them. Your higher self and then 2 lines. Right now you're on the left in this consciousness, in this reality, and this is what you're seeing. But like magic, you can shift that paradigm and suddenly, boom, by tomorrow, you're in another consciousness. All of a sudden, your relationship is going really well, like the sun. You guys are talking, you're getting along. What happened? It's like you had a bad dream and you woke up and this is your reality. And you're like, wow, that was a bad dream. It feels like a bad dream. And it's hard for you to believe that that was ever your existence. It's going to feel like a distant memory. It's going to feel like you woke up out of a out of a nightmare, but you're living a whole nother life. This is the paradigm shift. All right? My clock is chiming. That's a sign. I know it's off. I need to reset my clock. It's off, but nonetheless, it's chiming. It's a sign. So, like night and day, we have the sun twice. That's imperative. We're going to read on it. You're going to have the talk. You're going to mend bridges with this person. And believe me, a whole new paradigm is going to be what's happening between you and this individual. All right, but let me read on it. Well, hello, Pig. Go to sleep. I'm not calling you. Go on. So the sun says, the sun is positive and full of joy. It even talks about abundance, youthfulness, and exuberance. In general, it's good vibes. The child riding the horse usually in the sun card represents someone young in heart seeking joy. But in this card, it's two kittens playing. So we're just going to go along with a child, children, youthfulness, okay? The sun illuminates all that is in its path. Nothing is hidden from the sun. It's showing us how we can turn our dreams as inspired by the star into reality. Oh my gosh. And we got the star earlier today in a previous reading. I hope you watch it. Don't miss it. Go to my lives here on YouTube. You're going to see all my videos. But you have to click live. If you go on my channel and you just see what's below it, you're not seeing all my stuff. So go click live. Anyways, we just did that reading before this one. We literally have the star. So anyways, it's saying your dreams that were inspired by the star, they finally turn into reality. This gives you clarity and truth about the moon that has kept things hidden from you. The sun encourages you to be brave and move on into this new reality. When you get the sun upright, and you guys have gotten it twice, double lucky, the sun shows that you're entering a period of joy, healing, and optimism. It reminds you that we should have fun and embrace our inner child. Get out and enjoy life and all that it has to offer. Say yes to opportunities that come your way. It is time to think positively and expect things to turn out well. You may receive well-deserved rewards at this time. Money, relationships, other kinds of healings. But make time to enjoy the company of your family and friends and children. Wow. Let me tell you guys, and I've studied tarot for years, I'm going to tell you one special fact about the sun card. Do you know, even if you get the sun card in reverse, it's positive. It's the only card that is positive whichever way you look at it. The only one. Seriously, the only one. The sun is the luckiest, most awesome, auspicious card in the deck. It gives me goosebumps even just thinking about it. So I got so many goosebumps. Oh my God. The fact that you got the sun card 2 times is incredible. And I don't want you to just think it's no big deal. It's a big deal. It's huge, massive. Okay? This is gigantic. I can't even think of other words. Okay? To exacerbate how big having the sun twice in your reading really is. I mean, it's so lucky. What are the chances? What are the chances? It's incredible. The chances are so slim. It's probably virtually near impossible. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Oh, I get to heart it now. I didn't used to be able to heart super chats, but now I can. Yay, thank you. Tamika, I'm reading exactly what you're doing right now. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Christina, Hi, Steph. I took your advice and I went dancing. What a great time. Just what I needed. Oh, well, Christina, it was not my advice. It was the Holy Spirit's advice. And you're welcome. I'm just a vessel. I just delivered a message. And you're welcome. And I did a little dancing myself and I did feel better as well. Dancing, believe it or not, just somatic healing. It's awesome. We all have to do it more. It's hard to get into the groove, especially if you're not big on it. But once you do, you're like, wow, that felt really good. It relieves a lot of your pain. Anyways, maybe that's what shifted the reading. Okay? But I'm surprised. I'll be honest, like I promise you, I don't have pre-constructed messages before I come live. I just shuffle in front of you. I pull things out. Whatever comes out is the reading. Now, I do get a feeling, I channel before I do a reading, and I'm like, what is this going to be about? And I kind of meditate on it, and I'm like, okay, so I feel like I want to do a reading on fill in the blank. And that's what I did today. I meditated and I was like, you know what? I feel like people have a big SHITY situation. It's just massive. They don't know how to deal with it. It's just one big pile, you know what? And they need answers. So let's go on and let's do that reading and just see what's going on with this person's life, that so much is in front of them, they can't even see a way around it. It's like just in their face. What else can you do? It's so terrible. It's so terrible. But so, that's how I channeled to come into your reading. I am just as blown away as you are, and we're doing this live. I'm just as blown away as you that these cards came out like this. I'm surprised, I'm pleased, I'm happy, but I am definitely shocked that you've gotten 2 death cards and 2 sun cards. I am shocked that there's actually an ending that is a happy ending. This leads to something good. I'm shocked. And I'm really happy for you. And I know that this is going to turn around in a positive way, in a good way to make you happy. And I also know all of your plans, whatever your plans are, if you have a plan to open that little ice cream shop, or you have a plan to open this business, or if you have a plan to write this book or go to school and get this license, or if you have a plan to get married to this person, or if you have a plan to make sure your body looks this way by this date, whatever. These 2 sun cards are telling you that whatever it is you're planning, it's going to work out. It's going to happen. Your miracle, your prayer, your manifestation, it's going to happen. You're going to materialize your plan. And I don't want you to listen to anybody else. Don't even tell people your plans unless you can absolutely trust them. Okay? Because it's your vision. And it may be a silly dream to somebody else, but it's going to be your reality. I promise. I really do promise. This is going to materialize for you. This sun cards say all of your plans will be successful and they're going to work out. Your plans are going to happen. You're being blessed. Ace of Cups, period, point blank. Not only that, you got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It can't get any better. I'm just going to touch on, plus you got the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, that's like icing on the cake and the cherry and the freaking awesome strawberry sauce. Okay? It's everything. All right? It's the sprinkles. It's all of it. It's just like, hello. I'm just awesomeness to add to what's already awesome. Like things are finally turning around in your favor. Wow, we're actually going to turn this crappy situation into a positive. Who would have thought? Anyways, I want to read that Queen of Pentacles, and I am going to answer your guys' questions. So if you guys are ready to ask them, please go ahead. You can do that through my website, or you can do it through Cash App. I'm here to answer your questions, whatever they are. It's $15 a question. If you donate more than 100, you're going to have a much bigger reading. So whatever you want to do. But let's get into this Queen of Pence. What does she want to say? So she wants to say, hi, hello, I'm abundance. She also wants to say, listen, I am the real earth mother figure. I'm stable, practical, sensual, and sensitive. And I'm very attuned to the needs of others. She has reached a point in her life where she is secure emotionally and is reliable and nurturing. This queen is connected deeply with family and always makes time for those that she loves. This is the feminine energy, the divine, and she's brought down here on earth, materialized into this Queen of Pentacles. Regardless of the gender of the person who's getting the reading, this is the representation. And when you get the interpretation upright for the Queen of Pentacles, when it shows up in your reading, it represents someone in your life who is very nurturing, and it could be you, but very nurturing, very kind, and very practical. And it's also time to show yourself the love you deserve, honey. And it's time to work on your dreams and allow the steady hand of this queen to guide you. She represents growth and fertility, and all that she touches may very well turn to gold. Oh, honey, I just got goosebumps. Did you? Everything that you touch turns to gold. And excuse me, but the sun is looking mighty gold. Okay? The sun is literally turning everything you touch into gold. It's like magic. That big pile of SHIT suddenly turns into gold. And it's like, what? Again, I'm shocked. You're shocked. We just woke up out of a nightmare. Okay? And now it's a pile of gold. Why? Because you shift your paradigm. You shifted your paradigm. You went to another dimension. You're done. You're done with this 3D reality. We're done. This isn't it. And I think it takes you to finally just say that. You're like, listen, let's talk. And you're like, listen, person, this isn't my reality. I am not meant to sit here and suffer like this. This is ridiculous. You're like, this is not for me. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing here. Look how blue this is. It's like, I don't know what came over me to be sitting in this big pile of SHIT for as long as I did. And you're like, I don't know what came over me. It was a freaking nightmare I had to wake up from. But for whatever reason, I was here. I went through this. I got the lessons and I healed and I'm out of it. Okay? This isn't me anymore. And you're like, this is not going to be my story. This is not how it ends. All right. And you're just like, I have good things coming to me. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Loyal Knight. And good news is coming. A new beginning. And I'm sorry, whatever was going on negative, like I said, money had it attributed to the stress. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, this financial, if you were living the life of the rich and famous, none of this would have even fazed you. I do believe you're going to get up on your business or your license or your schooling or whatever it is you're going to do for your career, for your life, for your money, whatever your living situation is as well, because this could very well mean your housing situation, where you live, the location. It could very well represent the actual place that you're residing, the state. You may move. I don't know. But that Wheel of Fortune says anything's possible. You get to go in a new direction. You get to move to a new house or move to a new state or move to a new state of mind and have a new life. Like, you get to have it. And guess what? You don't have to do it alone, because I think this person loves you. It's going to be right there by your side. You're going to have a talk with this person. You guys are going to mend the bridges. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to make it okay. Everything's going to be okay. You guys are going to have a talk. You're going to make up. You guys are going to make a choice. All right? You're going to make a decision for one another. You're not going to let other people manipulate you guys into doing things you don't want to do, like a robot. That third party's going to be out of here. She's going to get dealt with, or he's going to get dealt with, whoever that is. It's no longer going to be a one-sided thing. It's going to be a team. It's going to be you and this person. You guys are going to be a team. 2 wands energy. And finally, when you guys have the talk, you get to see each other's true colors. Like, this is who they really are. This is who you really are. It was just under a mask of stress, under a mask of BS and some other reality that's no longer in existence. And now you guys get to have a reconciliation. These cards are available, by the way, on my website if you guys are interested. Very reasonable price. And if you are a member on my website, which I encourage, you're going to get either 10% off or 20% off, depending on which membership you pick. Anyways, these are available. But look at that. You guys are going to get this beautiful reconciliation, and you guys are like best friends. Friends for life, lovers for life, partners for life. That's what the yellow rose represents. Friendship. Okay? True colors and friendship. And this is going to be so refreshing. It's going to feel like nothing you've ever felt before. This relationship is going to feel new, even though it's not. It's just going to be revived. And it's happening very soon in spring. It's beautiful. Life is going to change, guys, for the better. Let's get a message from this person. Just, whatever might be said in this talk. And again, you guys are now ready to go ahead and post your questions. www.jks1111.com or Cash App. Go ahead and ask me whatever you want to ask about money, business, whatever. Lovers, relationships, kids, what they're thinking about you, what they're feeling for you, what's going to happen with you guys, what's going on in their situation, what is the timing, whatever. And if you just want multiple cards for one question, that's fine. Just donate 15 for each multiple cards, okay? You always get the bottom of the decks free. So what does this person want to say? And Karima, I missed her. She came on today. She said she wanted to donate. And then she asked when I was going to be back. I said 2.5 hours, and it took like 4.5. And now she's gone. And I don't see her. And she's going to miss her chance. But tomorrow, Karima, if you're watching this later, I will be back tomorrow, Karima. And I hope I see you there. All right. So your person's going to say, listen, I just felt really stuck at the time. I was having dreams of you. I wanted to make things right. Very 9 of Swords. I was restless. I was anxious about how you and I were talking to each other, how you and I were treating each other. It made me feel terrible. I wasn't okay. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I wasn't happy that we were fighting. I regret how things happened in the past. I wish I would have said something different, acted different, been different. I am figuring out my feelings, okay? And I'm speaking up for myself. I'm confronting the people around me. And look, we are working together in the astral, okay? This is beautiful. This is that 5D that we're talking about. They're actually with you in the 5D working on this. That's why things are happening. And if it wasn't for the both of you coming together, mutual energy, to change this reality, it probably wouldn't have changed. So it wasn't just you that shifted this. It was like both of you wanted to fix this, and it happened that much faster. Wow. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Spirit, what do you want to tell us? And then Kali's going to give us a message, and then we're going to move on to your questions. Markers, let me know if Kareem is back. Let me know if you know anyone that has questions. If not, we'll just end the reading. That's okay. We can come back tomorrow. Guess what? This card you guys saw, it got stuck in the front. Earlier today in my previous reading, I told you guys to go dance, that it was somatic healing. And look what card was getting stuck in the front. When was the last time I danced freely? There you go. And I'm going to stick with that because I mentioned that earlier today. And Spirit's like, I'm dead on with that. You guys need to do some somatic healing. Dance, shake your hips, bend around, move quickly. It may feel silly at first, but it's a good workout. And not only that, it makes you feel good. And it works out the trauma and the negative energy in your body. It literally gets it coming out of you. Your chi gets to be cleared with dancing. So it says, because it will shift you into a beautiful state, dance. Because it will get you out of your head and into your body and into your heart. Because fear lives in the head, along with anxiety and control, guilt and frustration and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. Maybe that's why everything shifted today. It's crazy. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence, a positive energy that will take over you and make you feel so good and remind your soul to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool, so ground yourself with it and use it now. It triggers happiness, which is the Sun card, and it is the gateway to freedom. So to become free, hello Sun card, liberation, dance. Dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song and notice the inward fire growing within and the feeling you feel by just being you. You are wild, loving, and you're a force that was to be reckoned with. So express it with dance today. Boom. Spirit's like, oh, I'm going to talk about the dancing. Isn't that cool, though? Did you guys get like a weird feeling like this card actually popped up? I didn't even know there was a dance card in this deck. Like, I paid no mind to it. And the fact that I brought up dance today and it was getting stuck in the front, I was like, that's weird. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it says dance. That's crazy. But it's not crazy. It's fate. It's miraculous. It's divine. That's why we do the cards, because it is divine. It taps into divine energy. Anyways, so Kali's here. She's the goddess of destruction and rebirth. She's like the phoenix. But you have to go through hell and high water. You have to go through one big pile of SHIT, which is Kali, to get to the other side, to Lakshmi, to wealth, health, and abundance. You have to go through her. So anyways, she's death. She represents an ending because she obviously represents destruction. So she actually does represent death many times, even vengeance and karma. So she's a very scary goddess, to be honest. She looks scary. She's got a lot of eyes. She's usually got heads wrapped around her neck like a necklace or in her hands. She looks scary because she's meant to scare people. She's meant to represent the shadow side. That's what she represents. So anyway, she's here representing death. And what is she taking out? Kali, what is it death is doing? And what are you helping death to do? Thank you. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, she says, number 4, Kali Mahamaya. And Chinnamasta. I think we've gotten these two before simultaneously, if I can't remember, but sorry, I can't memorize all these cards. It's impossible, so I got to read from the book here. But she represents Chinnamasta. She's very scary. She's one of the scariest ones. But she represents, like Rahu, a severed head. She is sacred severance, And this is radical grace. She is your soul's power to shed and survive, to kill, to die, to outgrow, and to evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from a dimension, from a timeline, from a person, from a belief that the soul once relied so heavily on, it could even be a view of yourself or the world, belief. Whenever it cannot support that anymore, it's just not its truth anymore. She represents the capacity to separate yourself from it. She is sovereignty and courage, and she represents self-liberation today. The systems of oppression within your mind and in your world are to be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to a past person or belief and focus on the inner recognition to reorient yourself into a healing path that is worthy of who you are today. So this is radical change. And look, I looked up at 66 minutes and 6 seconds. This is radical change, a radical shift. That's what death is doing. It's like, I am part of this, no more. And in a nutshell, you guys are saying I am no longer part of the third party dimension. I'm done, out, not with it anymore. It's not even a part of me anymore. Whole new dimension. Some of you guys are saying I'm no longer into constant conflict and battle with you. Could be your son, daughter, mother, brother, whoever. It's just like, I'm no longer going to be in battle with you. I choose my battles and I choose them wisely, and I will no longer battle with you. I love you and I want a happy relationship. That's what I want. Boom, new paradigm. Because you're radically leaving a previous core belief and an experience behind. It's no more. And in a relationship, same thing, intimacy. Like, I'm no longer going to argue with you. I'm no longer going to bicker with you. I'm no longer going to be frustrated with you. I'm no longer going to be defensive, and I'm no longer going to be upset. I choose to leave that behind me. I love you, and I let you go in love. And whatever happens from there is you and me, our true colors. But I'm no longer going to be a part of this mess between us. I'm choosing a battle, picking my battles. I'm out. And radically, you shifting away from your person like that, just severancing yourself, cutting yourself off from that dimension, that reality. They're like, whoa, okay, well, I'm going to follow you to this new dimension. Because remember, they said they're working with you in the astral. You got that card. Okay. That means they're in 5D. They're like, well, wait a minute. If you're going to go to the new timeline, so am I. And that's when you guys have the talk. And that's when you guys mend bridges. Okay. And that's what's going to happen in your love connection. So anyways, that's what this represents. Her partaking of blood symbolizes the capacity to be nourished and fed by death and change, rather than devastated or destroyed by it. It is reassurance that on a deeper level, you are gaining something from your chaos. That's awesome. And you're going to continue to move through it. And gain clarity and energy for something new. Chinnamasta is self-nourishing, by the way. And the Rahu is the head of the beast. Ketu is the body. So the head of the beast, both of them represent the eclipse, by the way. But I told you, the eclipse is happening. The solar eclipse, not the lunar. Lunar is March 25th. Solar eclipse is April 9th. But the eclipse of the sun is Rahu and Ketu. They literally represent the eclipse. So I'm telling you, big shifts are happening April 9th. Big. All right, so then we're going to see Kali Mahamaya. Please post your questions ahead of time for markers if you have one, so I can answer it for you. And let us know how many cards you have. Okay, so this card Kali Mahamaya is Kali Ma, the spiritual truth beneath all appearances, the healing waiting to be discovered in all experiences. In harmony with your higher self, she manifests the path upon which you can best learn. She heals and grows, and she's unclothed, symbolizing wild, unconditioned authenticity. She is the empowerment to discard previous conditioning and judgments that were well worn. She casts off fearful constraints that others have actually imposed on you, and it was not your choice. So these are things you felt forced into. You felt forced into a third party, she's getting rid of it. You felt forced into an argument or a conflict with somebody, she's like, you're not going to have to do that anymore. She is letting you be authentic, and that's not really who you are. Are you an argumentative person? No. Do you like conflict? No. Do you feel that you are meant to be in a third-party connection? No. Do you feel like you need to be at odds with the ones you love? No. See, she's like, that's not authentic. So since none of that is you, we're going to get rid of it. So Kali Mahamaya knows that the life circumstances you've been involved in were something you got caught up in. From this gentle blessing from her heart to yours, she's challenging to bring out courage and confidence like never before, like courage and confidence you never knew you had. She waves circumstances in front of you that are needing to go. She awakens you to be aware of what needs to be fixed. Through her carefully chosen life lessons, her heart becomes spiritually prepared to dispense with mainstream consciousness. So everything everybody else has been okay with, you're not anymore. You may also notice dramatic shifts in political views or spiritual religious views or familial or relationship points of view. You may feel like core beliefs suddenly shifting with this card. It's only through looking deeper inside that you see a spiritual purpose for why you've been going through this life lesson. And if you listen to your heart rather than allowing your head to tell you what's going on, you're no longer going to be stuck in fear. Kali Mahamaya rises spontaneously like a protective barrier to help you burst through a bad situation. The truth awakens and it provides you with immediate relief. Wow, we talked about night and day. Like this is what she's saying, immediate relief. It's like pulling out a splinter. So when plans suddenly go haywire, when you need to ask whether you require more courage or fear, believe me, it's an obstacle that you need more courage for. It's stepping away from the plan and going with whatever's going to be happening now. Kind of going with the flow and saying, okay, well, I guess that's what we're doing now. Ego patterns are going to be unstuck. Kali Mahamaya exists and operates beyond convention and convenience. She is a tonic for authenticity. She protects your soul from going along with constraints that don't serve you. People that steal your creative fire. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That concludes that reading. If you guys have some questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me. I'm going to put these cards away. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you guys just keep swimming. That's something I always say. All right. None yet? Okay. Well, I guess Karima wasn't able to come back, markers. I'm bummed. I hope I see her tomorrow. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, this concludes it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please sleep well. Where did I put this deck? Okay, there it is. This was a really bomb reading. I'm honestly surprised that you guys have such a shift. Like, I'm blown away. I don't even know what to say. I'm so grateful for you, though, that you guys were able to feel better and be happy. Like, this is the best. This is just the best. I'm so glad you guys got 2 sun cards. I'm so glad you guys' plans are going to work out and things are going to happen for you. This is also very creative and youthful. So if you feel called to doing childlike things or things that involve children, this is a sign. Do it. Okay? Maybe that's a sign for you. A lot of pages in here. Youthful, young energy. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching me. May you be blessed in your journey. May everything work out as planned, if not better. And if you're not there yet, if you're watching this and you're just not quite here yet, you're going to get there. Have faith and belief in yourself. It's going to happen for you. Okay? And I love you and thank you so much for watching me, because you didn't just find this reading by accident. If you have any suggestions also of a next video, I'm doing a little vote on what zodiac sign I should be reading next. So go ahead, put it in the comments below the video. Aries, Pisces, Libra, whatever you guys want me to read, and I'll do that reading tomorrow. Okay, so go ahead and do that. If you guys have any other suggestions on readings, please put that in the comments. I hope you liked the video. If it meant something to you and you think it might mean something to a friend or a daughter or maybe your social medias, please feel free to share this video so other people can hopefully be uplifted with this message as well. Maybe they're dealing with a big pile of SHIT and they need to hear it, that things are going to get better. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you, Christina Napoleon. I love you so much. I love you. B, thank you so much. You're just awesome. Oh, and you gave me that comment, B, at 1:11 a.m. where I'm at. So 111. That's awesome. That's going to be a sign for you. Brand new beginnings. Manifest your little butt off. Raquel, thank you for watching. Ling, I love you so much. And thank you for watching. And Markers, thank you so much for everything you do. You're awesome. I love you guys. Good night, Stephen Butler. I love you guys. You guys are my little soul family. Christina, you're just amazing. Look at you guys, my little soul family right here. Thank you all. All right? And if I don't see your name on here, that's okay. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I hope life starts to go good for you. Love you guys.